Hello and welcome back to the farm, and yeah, we finally got some good news. Well, some good news in that we're going to be taking out the windrower today because the hay has finally dried and we can get it baled up. We're going to be using the Massey Ferguson 1250 for this job because it has, well, the JCB is needing some repairs. I'm waiting a part to fix on it. And also, this will be a little bit more maneuverable for this job. So, yeah, we're going to be using the Massey today. And I haven't used it really that much on the farm recently. So we need to give it a bit of a workout, keep it functioning, keep it working. Otherwise, it's just sitting in the shed. So yeah, we're going to be using this, and I'm looking forward to spending the day in this. A little less comfy than the JCB is, but should do the job fairly nicely, and should allow us to get this all rode up. Both fields are ready, and in fact, you can see here if we just bring this in. You can see here, nicely dried. We've got some growth actually in the grass. It's taken so long for this hay to dry that we've had some growth in the grass. Shouldn't cause us too much of a problem, I don't think. We just need to be a little bit more careful when we're doing everything. So I'm just gonna pop out and get this unfolded. That's coming down. Let's grab our bits and plonk them in. There we go. That's all done. And then we can start it up. Looking good. Drop it down. And we'll start our row coming on here. And it should pick up 2 rows at a time. This Massey. We need to be over a little bit here. So if I stick this down the middle like that, you can see we should be picking everything up, but it's the maneuverability of this is a little bit off-putting with having been using the JCB, because it's just that little bit sharper in its turns because this is an articulated tractor. We should be all right. I'm trying to catch everything at the edge, but we should do okay. Yeah, I think this tractor is powerful enough to do the baler as well. If not, I might have to go and sort the JCB a little bit quicker than I was expecting to. Go and chase them up at the local ag dealer and see if they've got the part in that I need to get it working properly again. Having done a row around the field, I found the best way for me to line everything up is that front wheel on the left, trying to keep that, keep all of the hay that I'm trying to row up inside that. If I can do that, it's actually meaning that while I have a bit of an overlap, I'm still getting the majority and I'm not missing anything on my way round. Will mean the job will take a little bit longer as a result, but we should make sure that everything gets in a row and gets easier for our baler to pick up. And yeah, we're gonna, because of our smaller sized bales, because our baler produces 2,800 litre bales instead of more usual these days 4,000 litre bales, does mean we're gonna have more bales on this field. But because we have less cows than a lot of farms do, especially around here, looking at Crossfields Dairy in particular, smaller bale sizes make sense for us. It just will work better for us and allow us to be a little bit more accurate with our feeding and not overfeed or overuse any bales at any given time, which should be fairly good. Cows at the moment are still actually fairly happy. They're munching away on the grass in the field, and yeah, have plenty of food through these months. Going into the winter, though, we're going to be wanting to give them some mixed ration, and now we're going to have the hay to be able to do that with. 3 headlands complete as we come past our starting point, and we're now just going to go and start doing rows up and down the field to hopefully help with the baler and being able to turn. We want to try and not make any turns on this field too sharp because obviously we don't want to harm the PTO when we're turning. Shouldn't be too difficult to turn with this tractor, to be honest. I'll pull this up to here. There we go. Lift. There we are. Shouldn't be too hard to turn with this tractor, and especially actually this whole setup here is really maneuverable. But we want to be careful with the baler and make sure that we're not harming things when we get into doing that. But this field now should start just coming together fairly quickly. We've got these longer, straighter rows that we're doing here. And once we get this cut done this year along here, what we're going to be doing is actually sectioning off this field. The main body of this field, this area here, we're going to be doing as grass still next year. But over a little bit. This bit that we're in now, we're going to be making this another nice little arable field for us to work. We're fairly good with grass machinery. The grass machinery fits the size of fields we got pretty well, but all the other fields around here are all fairly big, and I don't think even when we buy more land, which is my aim to do at the end of this year and after this year's harvest, we're still going to have to section off fields. We've got a field over that way that I want to buy. It's easily accessible from the farm. It basically gives us more reach that way. It is quite a large field. It is larger than we have any equipment here that can handle it. So we've got to be careful really into how we do that field. And the field beyond it as well is just as large. I think it may be a case of dividing suddenly the first field there up with the roadway through the middle of it and partitioning it into 2 fields. It is otherwise it's just going to be a monster field for us to ever deal with without upgrading the equipment we have to do larger stuff. Because otherwise it's just not going to work for us. Let's get this as far forward as we can. And up. There we go. I want to try and not pick the roads we've got going around the edge of the field if I can. But with an angle at this point here, it does get a little bit tricky. But yeah, it's that field that you can see just the other side of the hedge there. As we go over the field, I might actually take you guys over there and show you the field I'm talking about. We do need a considerable amount of money to purchase it though, and it's going to take at least another go with the silage at the end of this year, and the trouble is we do need to keep a lot of that to feed our cows with. Field is looking quite nice now. Lots of nice rows of hay up and down it. It's working. This little Massey is working really well on this, so yeah, good choice of backup tractor this. Even if we did luck out with it, finding it at the BGA and getting it to work, but yeah, it does work a treat, and it does this job very nicely. We want to get that down there. Yeah, trying to avoid the end. What I do want to do before I go back down this field though is just going to hop out here and show you guys the field I was talking about earlier. So at the moment, the farmer who has this field here, they have a right of way through my farm to access this, and they have this field here. Now you can see the sheer size of this. This is just a massive field. There's another field that the entrance to is at the far corner over there. But even so, I think even cutting across and putting a roadway across the field like this, I think we'd actually have to go sort of across like that make a smaller field in that area there, and then yeah, we'd have a fairly big field here. But even that, I mean, that is huge, the rest of this field. So yeah, there's a lot of thought I think I'd have to go into before I could do any work with this field. Managed to get, there we go, perfect. And it's, you know, it's bigger than any field we already have. Oh, there's no door on that side. Come on, there we go. So we would have to, yeah, we'd have to think long and hard and possibly look at if there's any kind of upgrade or increase in our equipment size to be able to do fields of that size. The other option is over that way towards the dairy. There are some fields there that I know are a little more available as well. They are a more reasonable size for what we're running on the farm, and so it would make sense for us to go and grab those maybe and to work those instead. Either way, I really want to expand the farm after the first year, and we should have the cash flow to be able to do it. So yeah, we will see how things pan out. Getting a little bit fiddly to the bottom corner of this field. Trying not to muck up my outer rows, but at the same time make sure we get everything in here. Lots of stopping and starting and slow bits at the end, just to try and make sure that everything gets rowed up. And yeah, odd shaped fields, always fun. But we have got it here, and this is working, and just pull ourselves, try and pull ourselves out at the bit here, the points on the field. Make it easier to pick up the stuff that we can't get into the corner to win row. And I think 2 more lines should get this field finished. There we go. Oh, try and make sure I've not got too much to do in the last bit. It's easier done this bottom end of the field, where the angles are a lot less acute. There we go, and just bring it in here, and there we go. Right, that is this field done. We need to head over and get the bottom half of field 34 done. And then yeah, we'll be able to get this all baled up in a couple of days. I think I'm waiting to hear back from Crossfields exactly when Elizabeth might be able to come and cut this field with me. Their combine is still up here because they've finished all the harvest on their land, and we just need to do ours. So yeah, as soon as she's available, she's going to come over here and help me get this harvested. Don't know if that means that I'll be harvesting this next time, or whether I'll be baling up this hay, which will need doing. There we go. There we are. Right. Start her up. Drop her down. Move out a little bit because we need to. And away we go. But yeah, so hopefully we're going to be good and be getting our barley in the near future. Should have the JCB up and running by then as well. Again, which yeah, just annoying that that's gone out. And I'm as I said, I'm glad that we've had this kicking around, so that a job that doesn't require a massive amount of horsepower like this windrowing, we are able to do with this tractor. Because yeah, otherwise we would have been in quite a bit of trouble trying to do that. But yeah, I've got more of the same to do for the rest of today now. We've got to get this field rowed up, and then yeah, hopefully in the near future, we will get it baled up and go from there. I think I'm going to leave you guys here for this vlog today. So all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for all the latest videos from the farm, please subscribe to the channel, ring that bell, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.